There we go. Now I turn it back on. Good morning. Welcome to Peace Fat Paints. I'm not well, but I'm still gonna do some painting today. Um, I don't know what. I think it's my allergies. I have a really bad headache, and this morning was rough, but I'm feeling better. I did trim my beard down. I tried to trim it short. Didn't try to trim it this short originally. But yesterday I kind of slipped with the razor, so or the clippers, and so now I've had to bring it down, which makes my hair look extra long. So I'm gonna need a haircut next. That's just how that goes. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. It's a fairly decent day around here. Everything seems to be pretty chill-astic. We're having as far as except for the sickness thing. I have two of my kids are home because of the flu at the school is so bad. They have to, the school they go to, they have to close. I have 4 kids in 3 different schools. It's crazy. So 2 of the schools are closed, or 2 of the schools are open, 1 of the schools closing. But anyway, there's some strange, crazy flu going around. I hope that's not what I have. Hope I didn't catch some sort of crazy, strange flu. That would suck. That would be terrible. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get set up here. And we'll see how long I can make it. I am not guaranteeing I'm making a whole hour today, everybody. Just because I am not. It's rough. It's rough. If I'm honest, but I just, I hate missing a day. I hate missing a round where we could have been working. I want to get in there and do my thing. So if I'm feeling like I can even possibly get something done, I try to. Got several new subscribers that have come in over the last couple of over the last week or two. So welcome, glad to have you. Appreciate you coming. You may know we're working on this. You may not. This is a corpse guard. It's from a game called Trench Crusade. What we're trying to get to is the point where we can glue this guy on. So in order to do that, our next step is to get the back end of this rifle done and the inside of the arms done. So we're going to work on this part today. That way we can get it all glued on and move on to the next bit. Alright, let's see, is that paint still usable? It's pretty blobby. I don't know if that's going to come back together or not. So we're going to move that. So again, that's a pale rose blush. We're just going to start a new spot over here. Don't need a whole lot of it. I'm really thinking about trying to close in some of these spots too. but I haven't tried it yet. I'm thinking about coming and maybe tracing through those just one more time to make it just a little bit more fleshy. And what we really need to focus on is getting the underneath of all this done. Now that's part of his gun there. My oldest son is getting very large, so it is not like wide, but like grown up. He actually is getting to where he might end up getting bigger than me. Goodness sakes. Oh wow. Okay. My head kind of swirl around a little bit. It's not fun. That is good. Oop. Much easier to do this now. We'll finish this up when it's mounted on there, but we want to kind of get around these fingers real quick. It's just going to help it later on. You're definitely not getting in behind here once it's on the body. It's just not, that's not going to happen. And this is what people call subassembly painting. In a way, usually you refer that to something that's a little bit more in depth than this particular little model. But it is a subset painting in technicality. So anytime you're kind of painting things before you assemble it, the term is subassembly painting. So again, we don't have to get too crazy. We just need the basic idea there. People aren't really going to look deep down inside of all this, so as long as we get pretty close, we should be alright. Just gonna have a little red in it, and then we'll come back, drop a little bit more of that Naples on there. Naples yellow, and a little bit of the green. Faded green, I think is the color they called that. Remember, this is just a straight crimson. Alright, well that dries. We'll start working on gun. I'm gonna do a lot of it in this iron, this rough iron. We're gonna come back though and do a lot of work on chipping and pitting it, and we're also gonna add some other colors. But
this rough iron is a pretty good little base color to start off with here. Just because it's so dark, so we can start adding things to it, and it will help lighten everything up. You can bring a lot more. You can bring a lot more contrast to it, and we want it to be kind of dark because it needs to be crusty and dirty and greasy and old and pitty and yeah. Maybe do a little bit of a grime wash just to get some greasiness in it. I love that greasy look. Wash my hand. Hey! Good morning, Sir McBeardsly. He says good morning to everybody. Sorry I missed Friday. I got a call from a buddy and had to visit his dad in the hospital. Oh man. Well, yeah. I hope everything's okay. Hope he's fine. Glad to hear that you're okay. I mean, I knew you were okay. You were reacting to some of the wild things I post on my more private social media accounts, I suppose. Again, so we put this on here, and we can come back, and we can kind of dry brush it in, say something like a silver or stuff like that. Cindric Tipic. Hey, thanks for chiming in. Appreciate you. And remember to keep this thing lower. It seems like it likes to focus better when it's a little bit lower. I'm old, so I'm always trying to put it in my face. I should probably be painting with some of those magnifying glass things. Make sure you're getting down in these things. Don't jam your brush, though. Really just kind of want to gently take those curves. You're not trying to hammer through there. I know it makes it look like I'm going pretty fast. I've been doing it for a while, so it's a little bit quicker at it. And if you have some experience, then you know what I'm talking about already. Really, my tips. You're just here for the fun of it. Or like me, I watch other painters all the time. Sometimes I'll see inspiration. Sometimes I'll find a technique I didn't think about or I haven't learned yet. Like, oh, I think to do that on a model. A lot of times that's what's so fun for me is I'll see a technique somebody's using that really comes from another kind of art painting, and they're using it on a model, and I'm like, oh wow, I never think to do that. And that's where some of my really coolest inspirations for changing my style have come from watching other people on YouTube, honestly. It's doing okay. It's not great news. He's managing. Oof. Visited him today. Oh man, so second family. Yeah, since kindergarten. Yeah, that's tough, man. My condolences. I know how it is to get the bad news. It's rough. I think you remember back when Alistair was sick. My youngest son got ill. He had cancer. Not to get too personal and all, too much of the personal stuff, but yeah. So he cancer, and he's fine now. Lived through it all. Discord link is busted. Okay, we'll have to fix that one. I am, to be completely honest, I'm terrible at technology. That is not my specialty. I will have to confer with Sir McBeardsly.
he's more tech savvy. That's that. The Discord is brand new. It's still we're still kind of working the phase of that. Maybe why people aren't getting on there. I don't know. I'm not very good with that stuff. I try to respond to things when I see it, when people say things and stuff. But I was a chef, and so like I know how an artist, so I know how to do the art and I know how to cook. But man, I am not great at the tech thing. I just had somebody else doing all that. I was usually busy in the kitchen. So I'm trying to get better. I have some great old colleagues like Sir McBeardsly here that are trying to help pull me through. But man, thanks. Good looking out though. I appreciate you saying something. I really do. Hey, I always feel like people are so afraid to say something, and like, we definitely appreciate the feedback. I know McBeardsly will tell you the same thing. So guys, anybody who's listening to this, any of that feedback, we listen to the feedback and we change it. The mic was going out, and we got that fixed, because it was going out, and it took a little while to get it fixed, but it's fixed now. I mean, like, next thing we're gonna do is change this camera up. We need a better camera, and a better setup for the camera system. And so we're and it's many things. All right. Yeah, there's not much up there. I need to start posting some of the newer the new models up there. Things we painted. That's where I keep forgetting to post all that stuff over there. But yeah, Discord's a great place to come ask questions and things like that. I'll answer. I love answering questions, so definitely, shoot them over there. I can't guarantee how fast I'll get to you. It may take me an hour or two. I may be busy, but I will get back to you. I'll answer any questions with what little limited knowledge I have. Mainly, most of my painting experience and education comes from a more traditional art stance. Yeah, tis the season, man. The holiday season comes around and everybody, I feel like they kind of go for a little while, and then February rolls around and everybody starts going, oh hey, yeah, there's things I'm supposed to be doing. Alright. Same thing here, we're gonna get that same dark armor here. Again, this is a rough iron. And if you paint over these gills, it's fine. We're gonna come back and touch it up. Again, the reason we're choosing, that's chainmail, so we know we're gonna put the chainmail color on it. Lead belcher or something like that. A little bit more lighter color. But we'll come back with these gills and we'll probably do them in like a bronze or something like that. It'll look really nice. All that gilding on there. Embossing and stuff. You can put this darker color down top, like I was saying earlier. When you put the lighter color on the edges, it'll show up a heck of a lot better. And even if even if it's just a little overpainted, it's going to be fine because we're coming back later. And the lighter color will sit on top of the dark and be pretty good. I know some people that would just go ahead and just paint the whole thing, overcoat all of it, and then come back, but that's not entirely necessary either. A lot of times, just the way to think about it is trying to reduce coats of full-on paint on your model. That's why a lot of folks like to keep their paint so thin. Hey, sweet, man. Yeah, throw some pics up there. I love it. I'll definitely take a look at them later. I really appreciate other people's stuff. You can always find like maybe a new color combination that you never thought of, or
said, maybe a pose if you're the kind of people that like to kit bash. You should never in art. You should never be afraid to look at other people's work and kind of learn and grow from it and get a community going. It's kind of why we started this. I kind of like a painters club going on at my local game store. We meet every other week and paint, and swap stories and whatnot. And it's great, you know. And we kind of try to encourage each other, inspire each other. You know, if you're looking for honest critiques, we'll kind of try and give it to you. You know, it's definitely the way to go. We got a painter up there that's real savvy, and he actually teaches art on a college level. So like he, you know, pro, and it's like he stops in every now and again, kind of helps get everybody some ideas. Let's see, let's get this pull up here. Definitely looks metal. We're just gonna go ahead and come through with this armor, and we're gonna deal with whatever colors we decide to do with it later. So just come through with this rough iron. It's definitely not chainmail in between the glove and piece there. So anybody else out there painting Trench Crusade? Got a bunch of Trench Crusaders. If so, you know, what faction you painting? Have you played a game yet? Are you gonna play a game? Do you just paint them just for fun like I do? Play games occasionally. My kids like to play games, so we'll do that. Definitely gonna come back through later and pick out those fingers. Treat all those little nooks and crannies. We'll knock out that chainmail real quick, and then we should be pretty close to putting it on there. Oh, and subscribe to the YouTube too. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Okay, let's check out that Discord. I can show off his pics while I let my fingers kind of unthaw. Oh, heck yeah, man. Look at that. Yeah. Heck yeah. Nice. Clean on the chains. They look great. The terrain looks nice. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Horns look good. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Fine, I like the shoulder. Looks good. Nice highlights. Sweet. That's such a cool model. Look at all the little details in the wings. Little scratches. Such a great model. Well done. Good paint job too. Well done. It looks awesome. That's him out at the store. You see the battle mat under him. It's freaking sweet. I love it. Okay. That's the other demon lord. What was his name? It's if it's the one from 40K, it's golly. When I'm not feeling ill, I can remember all this stuff. But my brain's not quite working like it usually does. hoping this isn't this crazy flu everybody's been getting, because it's been laying people out around here. Oh, got you a pig copy of Roadside Picnic, huh? That's cool, man. It's an interesting read too. If you're never read Roadside Picnic, it's interesting. Good. Golly. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna look great. Okay. Oh, these are the guard. These are for that. This is the Antioch Legion for the Trench Crusade. We've got a few of them done. Sniper Priest. Yeah, you could proxy these out as guard. That'd be fun. And then this Death Guard too, the one I'm actually working on. And I have the other one. I don't know if you've seen these prints. You know, these models. Just a crazy thing. It's nuts. We're gonna paint him next. And he comes with arms, and he's got a sword and a shield. And this just giant tick thing on him. This thing's gonna be crazy. But we're gonna pop into him after we get done with this one. Okay. Still plugging away. I made it 30 minutes. Look at me. Still. I said I feel kind of icky, but you know it's not. It's not the worst. Okay, so we're trying to just kind of make this look pitted. So we're really mostly kind of like edge highlighting with this leg belcher, but only on places where the action is going to happen on it. Like this cylinder, we can definitely bring it back to more of a silver on the top, and then leave that darker color underneath. Now again, you could do this same technique with a quick wash if you wanted to. But wash, it doesn't always have the exact same look. You're not going to get the exact same results. So we're just kind of doing a few, like that edge right there. That's gonna get exposed. It's gonna get beat up. So we want it right on the edge, just to kind of hit it up, and then maybe just a few chips, but nothing crazy, right? And don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. It'll look wrong. It looks wrong if you do too much. So you gotta kind of just be chill with it. And remember, chips are like just little pops. They're not gonna be long strokes. See down here on the barrel, he's gonna have gripped it maybe a little bit more into places. So we kind of want to make some strikes, maybe like that. Try to pull out each of these individual little finger bits. Not quite as easy as you think. It's definitely going to take a little bit of breathing through. Edges of these gauntlet pieces. And a little bit of bronze.
Looks like a hard crab from a Half-Life event. Phone reviews let me do. Yeah, man, the phone sometimes it's to where it's angry. It's like, no, no.
You're gonna type what I want. Now this is that bronze, fine bronze by Golden Acrylics. Use it to pull out this gilding. Almost. I should be able to glue this guy on pretty quick, pretty soon. And there is that funky little trail of stuff that looks like pus or snot or something coming off here. So I'm gonna take a look at that. Probably got to pull out the magnifying glass, honestly. It's really hard to tell exactly what it's supposed to be. Chips and pox in here. I see it's like dripping out of this barrel. Whatever it is. I play a little bit. I haven't played Trench Crusade yet. I played a little bit of Warhammer. I used to play a lot more back when I was a kid. I had a lot more time for things like that. But my kids love D&D and they love playing games in general. So we play games, and occasionally I'll play a match at the hobby store. But it's hard for me to get out with I got 4 kids and they're all in separate activities, so it's hard for me to get out and play games. I'm definitely thinking about getting more into it as I get a little older. The kids are gonna start moving out and stuff like that. Hey, that's fun. Of course, you're right. That's cool. They're a neat little band. I'm gonna make the hammer silvered. Yeah, I play. I rarely get to play war games. Just as a it's unfortunate. It's hard to, like I said, occasionally I can get my kids to play, but you know, they don't like getting beat, and you know, adults playing kids, they get beat. You know, I try not to like whoop the ever crap out of them, but usually they make a mistake, and it's like, oh no, that's not good. But yeah, Gojira is cool as fuck. I like their stuff. But D&D is fun with kids. There's a whole lot more of a hilarity ensues. So I kind of, playing that with them works out well. And, occasionally I can get an adult game or something like that going. But I do a lot more painting than I do play. That is the honest truth on that. Which I don't mind. I really enjoy the painting part of it. That chainmail up at the top, so we're not going to. We're going to color it like it's supposed to be part of his shoulder. We are going to glue this thing up as soon as I find it. But yeah, I'd like to play Trench Crusade. This actually seems a lot more like my kind of game. It's a smaller combat situation, so that you don't have as many units you have to field. Lower entry point, and it seems like it would go faster, and more focused on small tactics instead of larger scale tactics. A little bit more like XCOM kind of deal, which I that's kind of fun. XCOM, but on a table. Which I'm thinking about. I was looking at Necromunda and Necromunda looks like it's got a lot of that kind of stuff, and so does what is it? It's Warcry and Kill Team, the GW products for that kind of style. Okay, so now we're on. We can start coming down on them. We can start finishing up the look of that once that's up. Again, be careful with your paintbrushes and super glue. They're not friends. If it gets on one of your good paintbrushes, your good paintbrush is about to be ruined forever. So be very careful with your good brushes and super glue. You can't get it out either. It's not coming out. Once it touches this stuff, that's it. Yeah, So definitely be aware of that. So, yeah. That being said, I think I'm going to take a break, or I'm gonna close down for the day, and I'm gonna go get a little bit of rest so we can come back tomorrow. Then pull this down. Ooh, gosh, I got stuff around it. Against your buddy. There you go. Woo. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping it's not the flu, but I didn't even put it close. I'm in my robe and everything. So like I'm not. It was so awful this morning. I got my head was hurting so bad it made me dizzy enough to remove the contents of last evening's dinner from my stomach in a violent way. It was not fun.
But you know, show must go on and all that. So I feel like, well, I feel well enough to paint for at least like 45 minutes or so, 30, 45 minutes. So we might as well get some work in. I like to try to have things done by like Tuesday, Wednesday, because that's like those are the best time to roll those shorts out. They seem to gain the most traction. So we try to do it then. No, we're not. I'm in Oklahoma, which is like we're west of Georgia. If you go from Atlanta and you drive west, you pretty much drive almost straight to Oklahoma. Um, yeah. Thanks that Millennium Falcon. That I bought that piece at a garage sale in like 2001 or two. It's a 1997 Revell model from when they re-released the special editions, and I had to scratch a few parts in because it was missing some pieces. But it's awesome. I love that little piece. I really appreciate. Thanks. So thanks. I have a starter shorter up there too. That's fun. It's it's like this big starter shorter. It's a neat little model too. Um, I'm thinking about putting a shelf back there where we can put some things up, some more minis and stuff like that. But too far to drive. Yeah, yeah. Georgia's cool though. I like Georgia. It's a neat town, a neat state. Uh, I've been through a few times. Great food in Norton, Georgia. So I'm a huge fan of good food. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go get some rest, and we're gonna be back tomorrow. Hopefully at full strength. If not, you know, this will be dry, and we'll be off to the races, and we'll get some stuff done because you know I don't. I'm just not. I didn't hear no bell. That's the kind of person I am. I'm gonna fight. I keep fighting until I can't stand up anymore. So, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you coming by. And thanks for the comments and the likes and subscribes. That being said, everybody, please make sure if you're interested in what we do, give us likes and subscribes. All the doobly doo stuff we're supposed to be talking about. And we'll see you in the next one. We're here from 10 to as far as I can make it, usually 11. But today we're going to cut it a little short. And then, so we're usually here for about an hour on weekdays. And then we roll out the shorts, so go check out shorts. We got lots of shorts. That helps roll the algorithm. And other than that, be good to each other. Go be good to somebody. This doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't. It doesn't cost you. It doesn't cost you a dime. Just be nice to somebody. If we all start maybe being nice to one person, then maybe they're nice to another person, and maybe we can kind of start combating some of this not niceness that's going around out there. So I don't like not nice. Um, it breaks the fabric of reality and society. Dang it, we need like at least like this a little bit of civility. You know what I mean? So anyway, you guys be awesome. I know you will be. We'll talk to you later.